morning, good afternoon, good evening, all over the globe, wherever you might be. I hope you're doing great. This 6th day of February 2020, I hope 2020 is unfolding well for you. You're welcome to your favorite channel, Jesus Channel, and I'm your host, Kennyshia. We have a very interesting discussion today. We're going to be talking about sin, iniquity, and transgressions. Is there a difference between sin, iniquity, and transgressions? That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to start with the definition. Let's start with sin. And sin is immoral act against divine order. The book of Lamentations 5 verse 7 says, "For our fathers have sinned, we bear the consequences." There they generalized all of it. Iniquity, by the dictionary definition, is gross injustice, wickedness. Let's look at the book of Samuel, 2 Samuel 11, verse 15 to 17. 2 Samuel 11, verse 15 to 17. It talks about the story of David. After sleeping with the wife of Uriah, he put him in the hottest part of the battle and he died. That is gross injustice. That is iniquity. Then, let's look at our days. Look at our own generation. Those days, we heard that women that gave birth to twins, the children, they were killed because they are twins. That is gross injustice. Then, for those people that were practicing idolatry, who killed human beings alive, who buried people alive, that is gross injustice. That is wickedness. That is iniquity. Then now, let's talk about transgressions. Transgression is passing set limits, breaking laws. We can look at the book of Genesis 3 verse 3. Book of Genesis 3 verse 3, and it reads, "But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God had said, ye shall not eat of it." This is the story of Adam and Eve. The Lord said they can eat of every fruit in the garden, but of the one that is in the midst of the garden, they should not eat of it. And the serpent came and deceived Eve, and she ate, and she gave it to her husband. Her husband Adam also ate. That was transgressing. There was a set limit. Eat all the other fruits, but don't eat this one. That's a set limit. That's breaking laws. Then let's look at our contemporary time. You go to some places, you see where they wrote restricted area. Where you pass, where you are supposed to stop and enter that area, you have transgressed. That's transgression. When you pass a one way, you have transgressed. That's transgression. And let's also look at the consequences, or how I will put it. I want to say that sin, iniquity, and transgressions are sins of different levels. Iniquity and transgressions, consequences are always higher. They are always of a higher order. If I just lie that I'm somewhere where I'm not, and the person that finds out that I was not there, the consequences will not be very much as when I kill somebody. So we can see the differences. Let me give a very what you call it? A very strong example that we can associate more with. For instance, your daughter steals your 5,000 naira, and she confesses to you that she's the one that stole the money. You will scold her and tell her to stop that, not to do it again. And the scolding might not take very long. But if she steals your 5 million naira, my oh my, the scolding will not be like the 5,000 naira. It might take weeks, months, or even years for you to forgive for that. So you see the magnitude of the different sins. So we can simply say that sin, iniquity, and transgressions are disorderliness or breaking of laws or breaking of commandments of God of different levels. I hope that you have taken something from what we have discussed on Jesus' channel today. And I want to advise us to try and keep away from sin, iniquity, and transgressions, because all these, they annoy God. They make him not to be able to answer our prayers. I hope this has met you well. I hope you took one or two things from this. I'm still your host, Kennyshia for Jesus' channel. Till we meet another time, God bless you. Bye-bye.